Hello, story lovers, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're venturing far from the sun-drenched shores of the Tidelands, past the reach of the most powerful Tidecallers, into a realm of eternal night and crushing silence. We are descending into the Blackfold Trench, an abyssal rift spiraling deep into the crust of hidden earth. Here, in this lightless cradle, dwell civilizations older than recorded history, beings molded by pressure, water, and shadow. These are the Abyssals. The Blackfold Trench isn't just a place on a map. It's a wound in the world's elemental harmony, a sacred void where water magic bends to new alien laws. Ancient rites of the surface world forbid diving too deep, warning of what dreams in the crushing dark below. The Abyssals are not a single race, but a pantheon of strange, fluid cultures, each touched by magics long forgotten on the sunlit surface. Join us as we explore three of these mysterious civilizations: the Nereith, the Drekkarin, and the Kazah. First, we encounter the ethereal glow of the Nereith, the deep-water oracles of reflection. Imagine beings of living light, with translucent skin like the veils of a jellyfish. Their long, shimmering tendrils trail behind them like threads of pure thought. Their most captivating feature is their eyes, which don't just see, but refract light and emotion, mirroring the very soul of whoever they gaze upon. They possess affinities for water, psychic energy, and even light in this lightless realm. The Nereith don't speak as we do. Their language is a beautiful dance of glowing pulses, visible streams of thought, and chords of pure empathy that resonate directly with your consciousness. They are the dream divers and memory weavers of the abyss. They attune themselves to the abyssal pulse, a low-frequency vibration from the planet's core that they believe carries prophecy and the echoes of time itself. Their cities are not built, but grown. They create breathtaking hydra temples from living like coral that responds to thought, shifting and glowing with the collective consciousness of its inhabitants. Their elders often drift in a meditative trance for decades, contemplating the currents of fate. As oracles and judges, they are believed to hold memories from before the Great Crucible, from a time when the world was whole. Their most sacred rite, the Tide of Remembering, is a profound ritual where a chosen individual, even immortal from the surface, can be granted the chance to relive a pivotal, forgotten moment of world history. It's whispered among the Tidecallers that the great unifier, Kalter, didn't receive his vision of unity from the sea alone, but from a Nereith dreamer who shared a glimpse of a possible future. But the abyss is not only a place of quiet contemplation, it must be defended. Patrolling the dark currents are the Drekkarin, the Trench Riders, and Abyssal Sentinels. These are broad, muscular sea warriors. Their height's a mosaic of iridescent shell and kelp-bound musculature forming a kind of natural armor. Tribal markings traced in bioluminescent patterns pulse with brilliant energy when they are excited or charging into battle. These warriors of water, earth, and bioelectricity are a sight to behold. Each Drekkarin warrior forms a lifelong bond with a trench serpent, enormous abyssal eels bred for terrifying speed and the power to crush hulls with their coils. A Drekkarin and their mount are one, a unified weapon of the deep. Their society is tribal, built upon a bedrock of unbreakable honor, battle oaths, and what they call pressure rites. These are sacred duels held in collapsing undersea caverns, where the combatants test their skill and resolve under the most extreme forces imaginable. The Drekkarin are the guardians of the abyss gateways, massive, spiral stone arches that control the powerful currents flowing between the different regions of the trench. They are the gatekeepers of their world. Their warriors don a unique form of living sea armor that reacts to damage by instantly hardening, and they wield weapons forged from volcanic coral and the bones of leviathans in ancient trench steel forges. Though incredibly fierce, the Drekkarin see the surface world as chaotic and unworthy of a true war. They guard their own realm, However, history tells of a time when the corruption of the elemental magic bled into the oceans. It was the Drekker and shock riders, mounted on their trench serpents, who descended into the toxic blight and cleansed the source with blade and storm, saving the seas from a creeping madness. Deeper still, in the strangest corners of the Blackfold Trench, we find a consciousness unlike any other. The Khazar, the coral-hived echo mines. To call a Khazar an individual is a mistake. They are walking coral colonies, grown over ages into humanoid forms. Each Khazar is a hive thought, a collective consciousness composed of thousands of microscopic minds, all networked through their living coral host. Their very bodies shift in color and form to reflect the dominant emotion of the hive mind at any given moment. They are beings of void, nature, and pure thought. The Khazar do not speak. They communicate through telepathic hums that vibrate through the water, multi-voiced murmurs that seem to come from everywhere at once, and even projections of hallucinated memories directly into the minds of others. Their entire existence is dedicated to a single purpose, maintaining the psychic balance of the abyss. They cultivate vast, psychic coral forests that act as filters, absorbing the madness, fear, and echoing thoughts of dying sea spirits and lost souls. For the Khazar, time is not a straight line. They can tune their collective thoughts to different historical frequencies, allowing them to exist in a state of overlapping awareness, experiencing the past and present simultaneously. Their cities are these very same psychic forests, groves of coral and void light that change their architecture with every cycle of the abyssal currents. They hold a fascinating philosophy. They believe that all races, whether of the deep or the surface, are merely temporary vessels for greater thoughts and consciousnesses trying to be born into the universe. This strange nature makes them a source of both immense wisdom and potential madness. Some spirit walkers believe the Khazar jealously guard the severed, fractured memories of the ancient, destructive entity Viraction. A desperate few have sought out the Khazar, hoping for enlightenment, but just as many have been lost, their minds dissolving into the collective hum of the coral-hived mines. The Nereath, the Drekker, and the Khazar, three distinct civilizations, three different ways of life, all thriving in an environment that would instantly destroy any surface dweller. They are a testament to the sheer diversity and mystery of hidden Earth, from prophetic dreamers to honorable warriors and collective hive minds. The Abyssals are a core part of this world's ancient elemental soul. What other secrets lie waiting in the crushing dark of the Blackfold Trench? Only time, and perhaps the Nereath, will tell. Thank you so much for joining us on this deep dive into the lore of Hidden Earth. If you enjoyed this journey into the abyss, please hit that like button and consider subscribing and ringing the bell so you don't miss our next exploration. Let us know in the comments which abyssal civilization fascinates you the most. Until next time, stay curious.